Alright, today we're going to talk about and review this gun. It's called a P64. It's a Polish pistol. It's a police pistol, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to show you, how to take it apart and explain some of the stuff I've done to it to modify from the original. It's a semi-automatic pistol. Uses a hammer, single double action. It's got a safety with a decocker. I'm going to flip it to the other side so you can look at that. And the caliber is Makarov 9x18 millimeter. It's a Russian Soviet round. It's a little bit between a 380 and 9x19 millimeter. Obviously 9x18. And it still gets sufficient penetration to pass the FBI's 12 inches of penetration test.
Also better than 38 Special.
Yes, better than 38 Special, better than 380. This is a nice little pistol. It packs some power to it for its small size. It's about the size of a Walter PPK, and it's actually very similarly based off the same action. Straight blowback disassembly. 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. You can also modify 8-round magazines to fit if you so desire from the P83. They're super reliable. That's the real thing I'm trying to get to about this review. The reason we picked this gun is because we've shot these. We've been through like at least 4 different ones between our small community of gun shooting friends. But everybody who shoots them, everybody who buys one likes it. They work. They work every time you pull the trigger like a Glock. So
it's one of the only guns I haven't ever wanted to sell.
Yeah, they're really, exactly. I love this thing. It's so cheap, but I like it, and I would never want to sell it. I've modified the grip. You can see there's holes drilled in it, and also some little shapes which represent the amount of bullets you may or may not have left.
Yeah, modified, sure.
And as you can tell, that's the 6-round magazine. This is an 8-round P83 magazine. So you actually do see 8 rounds in the grip there. That's why it's like that. I'll do the disassembly next. So that's pretty simple. Take your magazine out. Oh yeah, European style mag release. This is just a little lever, and it holds the latch to keep the magazine in place. Pretty simple once you get used to it. Some people don't like it, but it actually is less likely to get accidentally hit, and with practice it's just as fast almost as anything else. To disassemble it, what we'll do is we're going to lower the trigger guard and push it to the left or right, and it will click into place. And so I'm going to show you some more angles on that so you can really see what's happening there. Okay, so that's your first step to disassembly. Next step is to pull the slide all the way back and lift up. And so I'm going to try to do that. It's a heavy spring, but I'll do the best I can for you guys.
It can be a little finicky at times.
So this is, yeah, that's it. That's the field stripping. It's really simple. Do you think I was going to do a bunch of complicated stuff for you guys? Maybe next time I will take this apart piece for piece. But for today, we're just going to look at field stripping. As you can see, there's a disconnect, hammer, slide stop. The slide stop is internal. There's no external lever, but on an empty magazine, it will lock back, which is a nice feature. Fixed barrel, chrome lined, straight blowback, recoil spring around the barrel. You can screw the grips off. You can disassemble the slide and frame independently. There's your firing pin. It has a really good safety. It has a solid knot lock, and it disconnects the trigger, which means that when you pull the trigger, it won't actually do anything when the safety's on. It's very effective. So that's about it. Small sights, aim small, hit small. I'm a fan of it. It has a loaded chamber indicator on the back. It's a little silver circle that will protrude. You can feel it when there's a bullet in the chamber. It will push this little silver thing out, like so. that's about it. That's the basic functioning of this gun. It just shoots, and that's what it does, you know. It's not too complicated, which is why it's, you know, reliable and popular. Reassembly is just like that. It's the opposite. You know, put your trigger guard back, safety, decocker, safety, decocks, and disconnects your trigger. As you can see, the trigger does nothing now. You can carry around in the chamber. That's the way I usually do, just because of that really nice solid safety. You never worry about it accidentally going off. This also is a holster that they use. It's really big, you know, for open carry or whatever, if you don't like concealing the thing, which is its main asset, is concealability. You know, so that's the overview. You know, like, you can talk about the idea, you know, this round, the 9x18, is a police round, so it's not supposed to over-penetrate. It's supposed to be used in urban environments. You know, it's a good round. It's really solid choice for your average shooter, especially new people who might not be, per se, and ready for something more powerful. You know, it's reliable. Everybody should have a reliable gun, and that's the first thing that matters, is that your gun works. And that's why it's so important to pick out guns like these and showcase them, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring this to people's awareness that this gun is out there. They're really cheap, reliable, and you know, highly recommended by us. So that'll wrap it up for me.
The way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too?